very thankful to Pastor Lee for reading that, because I always get tongue twisted about verse 14. You then ask the question, you talk about the law so much. You talk about the law. And as a lawyer, many people come to me with issues. Many people come to me with problems, and they say, okay, Yinsun, I've got this issue, I've got this problem, and they tell it to me. And the first thing a good lawyer must do, and when he listens to all this, he must ask one question. He must ask a very important question when he listens to an issue. You just can't take the issues as they are and then look at them in a big bowl, and you can't do that. You must look at it, you must ask a very important question. And the important question is, how much should I charge? Okay, you're a very good lawyer, that's what they call it out. But no, what the question is what is the law? Because you can talk about it and talk about your situation, but if you don't know what the law is, you don't have any context. You don't know what the rule is, right? You don't know what the rule is, you can just keep going. You don't even know. So what I've done here is, I need to go to slide number 19. Sorry. Because slide number 1 to 18, okay, yeah, that's number 19. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is where I'm supposed to say all of that, and now I'm going to tell you what the law is, okay? I'm not the first person to ask this, you're not the first person to ask this. Jesus was asked this question, alright? Turn to the next slide. We go straight to the greatest commandment, right? In Matthew chapter 22, verse 34 to 40, right? And I've got it here, and I think it's important, because we're discussing the law, to know what the law is, right? Okay, each must know what it is. Okay. Hearing that Jesus had silenced the Sadducees, the Pharisees got together. One of them, an expert in the law, tested him with this question: Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Okay, Jesus replied, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the law. Okay, this is the law that Paul is talking about. Love the Lord your God with all your and then next one, this is the first and greatest commandment. The second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. Alright, the next one. And the law, all the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. Okay? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do an overview, a short overview of what Romans chapter 7, what Romans 7 onwards is talking about. Okay? We're going to do a short overview of what the law is. Okay, so we ask a few questions, and the first question is, what is the law? As we've read, and then if you click, it says, love God. That is the law. Love God. Okay, that's 37, 38. Second is, love man. Very simple, isn't it? The entire law is summed up into these 2 points. The 10 commandments, the first 5, you can probably sum up with, love God. The second 5, you can probably sum up into love man. All the law is summed up into these 2 verses, these 3 verses. Okay? It's about time to open my notes. Second question that we ask. The second question that we ask is, what is the law? Love God, love man. And what is the effect of the law? The effect of the law is simple. If you follow it, you inherit eternal life. Alright? If you follow it, you inherit eternal life. The passage in Luke is the exact same passage in Matthew, but in that passage, it actually shows Jesus telling the teacher that if you follow the law, if you love God, and if you love man, you will have eternal life. This is Jesus telling him, if you apply the law into perfection, this is what you will have. You will have eternal life. Right? But what's the opposite? The opposite is that if you break it, you sin. And if you sin, Romans 3:23, wages of sin is death. Oh, that's 6:23. Romans 6:23, wages of sin is death. Right? And we die. So 3:23 and Galatians 3:10. Galatians 3:10 is the one that Pastor Julie was talking about, where Paul where Paul says that if we are under the law, we are cursed. Right? So that's basically what it is. Okay, what is the effect of what is the law? What is the effect of law? And next we go to what is the purpose by showing us what the law is, what is right? It shows us what sin is, what's wrong. Okay, and I've summarized these into what we have just now. What the law is love God and love man. And what is sin? Okay, I've used this as a very general, very general, I know it's very general, but it's a really catch-all kind of phrase, right? Sin is putting yourself first. Loving yourself first. It is putting yourself first in your life. What is loving God? Loving God is putting God first in our life. In fact, putting God first in such a way that we put it first in our mind, in our soul, and with everything that we have. That is what love is, right? So I've gone up to there. I don't think there's any more slides. We go to the next one. Okay, and Paul says we are released. We are released from the law. We no longer rely on it to gain eternal life, right? And this is where we're at. So we're thinking, okay, this law doesn't apply to me. I'm released from it. Why are we still talking about the law? Why? What's the purpose? I'm released. I no longer rely on it to get heaven. I no longer rely on it. Why? Okay? And this part where if my client comes to me and I finally tell him all these things and then he says, okay, yeah, it doesn't apply to me. And I said, okay, wait, let's examine the law. Because by that, what we do is we write law and then we shut down to it. But then, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to examine what is the effect of the law, how the law works for us, and how the law doesn't work for us. Okay? We're going to examine what the purpose of the law is. Okay? In examining what the law is, I just want to use, we lawyers love cases. I'm sure lots of you have, I can see a lot of lawyers in the house, but I'm sure lots of you have come across lawyers and legal opinions and stuff like that, and their cases. In legal cases, we like to analyze things by examining one case and then examining another case and comparing, making lots of arguments from them. But let's go to what the law is, and the next slide is life without the law. Let's just examine what life would be without the law. Alright? So we say we don't need the law. So we say, okay, let's take it up. Okay? So what we know is we're supposed to love people, we know we're supposed to do good, and all that. And then we don't use the law. Okay? Okay, now I just want to give an example. This is my first case. My first case is my own life. How do I love? How do I love? And I have been married for 1 year. I was married on 9th of June 2012. If I got that wrong, I wouldn't be married any much longer. But no, I was married on 9th of June 2012. My lovely wife is sitting right back there. She asked me not to do this, I'm doing it anyway. She's sitting right back there. She was supposed to do my LCD slides, but she isn't. But what does it mean to love? Let's take the strongest example of our own love, right? This is love God, love man, ma. So we take the strongest example of how we humans love. Where's the strongest example? For your marriage, lah. And what time of the day is love most well expressed? The middle of the night. Okay, I don't know what you're laughing about. But the middle of the night, let me explain why I say that. This is how I love in the middle of the night. Okay, don't get any ideas, huh? In the middle of the night, I will be woken up. And when I woken up, my wife looked at me and said, "Dear, I want some water." I get up from the bed, and I hate getting out from the bed in the middle of the night because it's cold and you're nicely stuck in the blanket. So I get out of my bed. And I always keep things in the room. And then I finally get out of the room in one piece, and then switch on the light, walk to the kitchen, switch on the light there, and then I will be then faced with three choices: hot water, normal water, and cold water. This is a very old device. I'm really best with it anyway. But this cool device, the three kinds of water, I will then take a glass of water, try to aim where is the thing I'm pressing to be normal water. Take the water, switch off the light, come back, back my wife. Then here's the water. She would then take the water, she would then find her mouth, put it in, drink. She would take 3 sips and then she would put it down. She would put it back into my hand, and instead of saying thank you, she would say, why is it not warm? So then what I would do is, okay, I would take the cup and I would walk out, and then I'll walk back into the kitchen and I'll look at the thing. There's only 3 options there, so I would mix the 2 water and then bring it back. And this warm cup of water, I would then bring it back to the room. Tap her again. Okay, I know this is a very, very vague example, but bear with me, okay? In this vague example, right, have I loved? Have I loved? Okay, most of you would say yes, because most of you are in that position, and Derek is saying yes, I'm sure you may have been in that position too. But yeah, have I loved? It's a big question mark. I may have loved, but has she felt the effects of the love? She got the wrong kind of water, and she's asleep now. Let me give you a more concrete example. Let me give you a more brief example from the lives of many of you and me. We can understand this. Many parents today they do everything for their children. They do everything for their children. They give them the best education. They give them all